Welcome back to another episode. 3 Reasons Why. Here are my folks. First, my name, CDP 209, Stockton, California. Living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Common Sense Marcus in the building, man. Shout out to CDP's little loved ones for the background today, man. You like the art memo? Hit her up. Hit that link. Hit that subscribe button, man. You know what's going on, man. We're giving it to you raw, uncut, always, straight off the chest. West Coast stand up. America stand up. It's a tough time, man. Stand up on this flat earth. But you know I'm always here with my people.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the 209 Tiger. We out here in the building, about to recap what's been going on out here lately. Stockton, stand up. Let's go. And let's jump right in with it. We're
here to talk about all the stuff going on in the world, but I just want to say one thing. One of the greatest drafts I've seen since I've been a Vikings fan. So shout out to Rick Spielman. Got the offensive line. He got the
my dog took offense to that.
Yeah.
He got a defensive line. He got the offensive line. He got the safety. He nailed it today. I mean,
got the quarterback, the running back, the cornerback. Like you got them all. What?
You can sit back for 2 years and just learn. So shout out to Rick Spielman and the Minnesota Vikings organization.
Yeah. Well, we was gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say shout out to the Vikings real quick. They brought my boy CDD back. I remember he was last year in the Las Vegas Raider jersey. They brought him back with this draft pick, the greatest draft of all time. He says. I don't know about that, but hey, shout out to them for that.
Other picks I seen, we got Dalvin Cook. What else did we get? I don't remember.
Did y'all draft Adrian Peterson?
Adrian Peterson.
Randy Moss, but this is the greatest of all time, though.
Apple would draft one player, then I don't hear about nothing else.
You draft one Hall of Famer. You can't be mad at that.
This one, every pick, every player is gonna do something. It's gonna make some noise. The them two defensive ends out of Pittsburgh, yeah. All right, man, top to bottom, I love it.
All right, folks, I know we're going to get off subject real quick, but I'm going to put my boy on the spot. Greatest draft ever. Pick one of those players that's going to come up and have an immediate impact, where every week you're going to be like, so-and-so did that, I told you.
The offensive lineman out of Virginia Tech.
Oh, of course. Let the people know. Oh, you're done. Let the people know.
The two defensive linemen out of Pittsburgh. What's his name? Jones II and Taiwan. I can't get his name. Taiwan something. 97. Number 97. The three technique. And then Wyatt Davis. He gonna make some noise at guard.
Yeah, Wyatt Davis was a good pick.
Who else was a skill? The wide receiver out of Iowa, number 6. His name, I forgot it. Emir Jones.
All right, you gave the people some names. You gave the people. I just want to put you on the record, like the greatest draft of all time for Minnesota.
Emir Jones, not this last bowl. We didn't make a bowl, I don't think, USC. But the last bowl, he kicked our ass on offense and kick returns. So I wouldn't be surprised. He slide up in there wide receiver number 3 after Jefferson and Thielen. So yeah, and Spielman just put out today. He's looking for some more veterans. You know what I'm saying, to come in because after the draft we signed 11 restricted. What is that? Free agent draft. Free agent pickups. And then that's 11, so we got like 6 more spots still open. Because after the draft, we only had still 73 players, so we had 17 spots open. So we got 11 free agents, and you know look at some veterans. So
that's what's up.
But I like after the draft, I like what we had. You know what I'm saying?
No, on paper it was a good draft by the Vikings. You know, it was solid. I don't know about to those levels, but it was a good draft. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Adrian Peterson draft. Who else do you remember?
I mean,
you asking me?
Yeah, I'm saying as a non Vikings fan, that's something I'd probably need some time. You know what I'm saying? Because
Man, these offensive linemen and defensive linemen, yeah,
Well, if you ain't know, we talking about the draft already. CDP
yeah,
said
that's what I was gonna
of all
say
time.
before. Like we were gonna talk about it later. Let's just bump it up
Let's get into the
now.
draft. Let's get into the draft.
out of 11 picks, I say 5 or 6 of them are gonna hit, and about at least one of them gonna be a Hall of Fame. My bet is
Oh my God! You said Spielman did the picks?
my bet is the offensive lineman from Virginia Tech. That's a Hall of Fame.
It was gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Hey, we need more offensive lines than Hall of Famer.
You
But
I
you said Spielman did all the
praise
picks?
brothers we drafted are good. That's it.
It's like that offensive lineman from the Raiders that everybody laughing at and booing and all this stuff. They was mad that the Raiders took. That's a Hall. They drafted a Hall of Famer. Them glasses right there. That's a Hall of Fame picture of their face. Them glasses just Hall of Fame right there, man.
Well, I'm just saying though. But Spielman did all the picks.
Spielman and his scouts. You know what I'm saying?
Look, shout out to Spielman and the scouts. If you take bets or if you play horses, he said 5 out of 11. That's damn near 50% of the odds, and one Hall of Famer. These boys must be red hot.
Yeah.
Get your bets in for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, red hot.
It ain't gonna be Rookie of the Year. It ain't gonna go because it's not gonna be flashy. They just gonna come in and they're gonna do their job. Our stars. We drafted players to let our stars that we already have do their thing. That's what I'm saying.
What was your guys' favorite pick of the draft?
The Vikings?
No, I'm just saying, like, outside of your team.
Oh, my favorite pick out of the draft, out of every team.
Or other than your team, who you think had the best draft besides your favorite pick?
I like Trey Lance for the Niners. I like Trey Lance on the Niners, man.
I like I said, I didn't watch the draft too much this year. As you know, I'm in and out of college, so I don't know who's really coming and not coming. But for me, go ahead, CDP.
I was gonna say real quick. Only thing that I'm nervous about Trey Lance is just the competition that he was playing against. Was he shining because of that, or will his passing game, go up to the next level when he gets to the big leagues? You know, was he just shining because he was playing them North Dakota teams? You know, that's the only thing I'm nervous, but I think he will. I think Niners got a good one, man. Injury.
He seems, you know what I'm saying? He looks the part. For me, I think I liked it Fields going to Chicago. Like, and for some reason, like during the draft, I was thinking Chicago was gonna come up, and I was thinking like Fields, but I was like, nah, I don't think they would be able to come up and get Fields. I think they'll come up and try to get like Mac Jones or somebody. But I liked the Fields pick. I like as a draft. I kind of like what Carolina did a lot. I like what Carolina's done a lot the last 2 years. It's like they're just getting like value. Players drafted where they're supposed to be drafted at spots where they need them. I liked the Carolina's draft.
Yeah.
Nah, like I said, I the only one I was really keeping an eye on was that Pitts, that tight end. I was anxious to see where he went, so I'm glad he went fairly early. And then, of course, I mean, I'm a Niner, so I just focused on Trey Lance. And like I texted y'all earlier, if that boy good, I'll be looking forward to texting you CDP all year, like, transfer make you dance. Like, yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah. But I know Jimmy G's still going to be there for at least, like, I said at least 10 games. If he sucks, 10 games. If he's good, then maybe the whole year.
I won't be if he's healthy, like I said, I won't be mad at him starting. Like, that would be cool for me. But, you know, like, Trey Lance is like, that's like Bitcoin, you know, you're thinking about tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he might have to play today, but, you know, with him, you're thinking like long term. Like, it's barely like his birthday the other day, turning like 20 or something.
Yeah, nice kid. And the other shocker to me wasn't the fact that I forget the guy's name. The second pick that went to the Jets, the BYU quarterback.
Zach Wilson?
Yeah, Zach Wilson. It wasn't a fact that he went. Like, I never really watched his tape. It was just the fact when he took his helmet off, I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, I was shocked at that. Like, he literally looked like a boy among men. out there. So, I hope he can handle that New York pressure. I hope he just has that baby face. But up here, solid.
Out there
I
and be
think
like
overall,
baller.
yeah, I think overall the top like 5 or 6 picks, panned out like it was supposed to be at least, you know what I'm saying? But he did pretty good. Haven't had time to go back and look and digest more of what team did better because, like I said, I wasn't watching it live.
No, I
But
mean,
I was gonna say, but one thing I am being a Niner fan. Come on, John Lynch. Come on, man. You can do a little bit better than that, man. Come on, a running back. Come on, man. Don't waste my picks out here as a Niner fan. A running back. I told you I've been on the record last year, like week 2, week 3. I'm done with Jimmy G. Maybe before the start, like I'm done with that dude. So I get Trey Lance. You got to protect him. I get getting the offensive line. We need help on the defensive line. Well, I mean, we got holes, but a running back when you got Moisture, whoever run that running back little bracket you had, CDP, who won that shit?
Who won it?
Yeah.
Big man out there at Tennessee.
Okay. And who did Mostert lose to?
Cook.
He lost to Cook. I thought he lost to Henry.
Nah, he lost to Cook.
Oh, okay. Well, still, but we're talking about like Mostert's like one, in my opinion, being a Niner fan, like one of the top 5 running backs in the league right now. And you're gonna take a fucking when he's healthy, and you're gonna take a running back. Come on.
I was fine with the first running back because I was asking for the first one, but I was asking for him, like, man, if we can get this dude like 4th round, but late 3rd, like I'm good with that. You know what I mean? It's pretty much whatever. I mean, you just taking a chance off that 6 games that you've seen. You're just taking a chance. It's easier to take a chance with a running back than it is like a quarterback or a wide receiver or some other position. Running back, it's like see hole, hit hole. Does he fumble? You know what I mean? You work on his body lean and, other things like that. Footwork, pass protection. But I ain't going to lie, Trey Sermon to me was almost like, man, I can't say that because I think his blocking isn't even close. But I was like, I had almost like Frank Gore vibes when I was looking at Trey Sermon. You know what I mean? But man, nobody could pass block like Frank Gore. So, I don't know if like right there, but man, he could bruise. He can get those short, tough yards. You know what I mean? Like Mostert, like you shouldn't be trying to run Mostert as a bruiser anyways. You should run him where he is, like in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Get him in space and let Trey Sermon do all that, take all the bruising. Like, I like the Trey Sermon pick.
But if you got, it's the whole saying, I don't know who said it, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. If you got 2 running backs, you got no running backs. Like, I get that lightning and thunder shit or whatever, that dinky, power and slant. But if we know that, so does the defense. Mostert got to be able to do both. Old boy we drafted got to be able to do both. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, don't waste the picks. Especially the second running back. Like, come on, man. I'd have been grateful you gave me like a middle linebacker or a fucking quarterback, or I'd have even been happy with the fucking long snapper at the 6th base. Like, come on, another running back? Like, what the fuck? That's just me being a Niner fan. Like, man.
I mean, Embry Thomas, like, I'm a Michigan fan, so I liked what I seen from him as far as like ball skills, like straight up coverage. Now, yeah, obviously, like I don't think he might not be the best tackler, but he's aggressive. He gets takeaways. I was okay with that. But
y'all got the player I wanted though. Hufanga. He didn't test good. That's why he went so low. But Hufanga, he's a ball hawk. He kind of like the honey badger, kind of like. And his uncle is Pavamalu.
They said he ran like a 4.6.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, he can't speed. He just always what he did for us. He got 6 interceptions in this broken down ass season. He got 6 interceptions in like gang of pass blocks. But I'm just saying, like he's always there. He's always in the mix. He's always making a tackle and his shoulder knocking the ball out of. He do little shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just out pure bloodline. I like that pick too, though. Like I've always, I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked Samoans and football. Like you got a Samoan, you be like, yeah, he gonna be solid there. It don't matter what position. Like he gonna be solid there. So just off of that, I like that pick you talking about, especially the bloodline. But man, though, let's talk about the breaking news that happened NFL draft, man. That when I heard about it, I was like, wait, what? Come to the Niners, please. Get Jimmy G out of here. And that's Aaron Rodgers taking his football and going home. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about him trying to hold, fuck Green Bay, first of all, but him trying to hold Green Bay organization hostage for 24 hours?
I don't know if he's throwing a bluff just to get this guy fired, the GM. I don't know if he's just throwing a bluff because I read that he was mad that it got out. That all the, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he's just throwing a bluff to get the dude out of there. But they ain't gonna trade him nowhere to the NFC. They gonna do him just like Brett Favre, send him way up to the New York Jets, and then told that they couldn't. The Jets couldn't get Brett Favre unless they signed the contract saying if they were to trade, they said that if they were to trade Brett Favre to the Vikings, they would have to lose their first round picks for the next 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And give it to Green Bay if they were to trade him to the Vikings. So they're gonna do the same thing to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? But the ownership, like, we ain't giving him up. We ain't going nowhere. But the best thing for Aaron Rodgers to do to me is to retire like Brett Favre did on the Jets. He retired. He came, you know what I'm saying, out of retirement, came to the Vikings.
Wasn't it like week 10 or some shit too?
Nah, he came before the season started, like right before the season, like the last game.
Maybe he retired in week 10 of the Jets, like, these niggas ain't going nowhere, I'm done. And the next year came with y'all.
I know he unretired the last preseason game. In the first game, he was fresh off the streets. A weekend fresh off the streets, and he went out there and balled.
What about you, Tiger?
Man, I don't know where you could send Aaron Rodgers. First off, I mean, where are you going to send him? Like, pretty much, it'd have to be somewhere like you said. Like, he'd have to go somewhere scot-free, like almost like a free agent, which ain't going to happen. So you have to ask yourself, does Aaron Rodgers have the time to wait about a year and a half to play for an NFC team? Like, I don't think he does, because I don't think he has the dedication to, like, spend a year and a half just staying in tip-top shape to come back out and play football. He has too many options available. Like, you know what I mean? He thinks about too many things outside of football. I think once he's gone from football, that's it. Like if he was to retire and host Jeopardy, I mean, you got to do that every day. It's not like you're going to be out there working out to stay in shape to play quarterback, but filming Jeopardy, you know what I mean, every single day. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, if I was him, I would just go host Jeopardy if I don't want to play for the Packers. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the real reason that I think he wants to leave, like you know, someone's been telling me is just Tom Brady rolled into the NFC, and he don't want that smoke once, maybe twice a year, and then to play like another AFC, the top team in the AFC. You know what I mean? Which is cool, because think about it. When Aaron Rodgers was putting up all these stats that didn't nobody know or care about, like that's when the AFC was running it. That's when it was like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger. Nobody talk about no Aaron Rodgers. You only talked about those three quarterbacks.
Nah, I mean, that's true. That's a different perspective. Like, he don't. All I know is about Aaron Rodgers, like, he's a good ass quarterback, but he can't. I haven't seen him win big games. He hasn't won no big games, and that's what I just think it is. I think he looks at the roster again and was like, when it really counts, can I win a big game? And I can't do it here. He's gonna need somebody to carry him over that hump to get back to the Super Bowl. Because shout out to Skip and Shannon, but they reminded me, which I should have known, that he beat a broken down Jay Cutler in Chicago. Like, fuck, was it Jay Cutler? Or I think
it was
Jay
the
Cutler.
backup.
It was backup, yeah. In Chicago, like 10, 15 years, so long ago, I don't even fucking remember, just to get into the NFC into the Super Bowl. And then I think he struggled against Pittsburgh in that Super Bowl. So, like, man, he needs somebody to, like, carry him across that line. Like, he reminds me of, like, a poor man's Peyton Manning. Just hella stats during the year, hella nice throws. Hella, like, did you see that? Double check that. Double discount that. And then when it's time for a big game, he gets demolished. Got demolished by the Niners. And you at home in Lambeau Tundra. And like you said, Tom Brady came up there and was like, fuck you.
I just think like he can't live up to expectations. You know, it's like he's more or less of like when he won that Super Bowl, nobody knew how good he was. Nobody even cared about who he was. You know what I mean? He was barely fresh. Like, oh, okay, like, you know, nobody knew Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers. He was just some guy like going on like a nice little Joe Flacco, Nick Foles type run. That's all it was right then. It was like some Nick Foles type shit. Went off and won a Super Bowl and whatever. Now, ever since then, it's loss. Excuse. Like I said, they're talking about, like I told you, they're going to trade him to the Vegas Raiders, and they're going to be like, well, they lost, but they don't got no line. They don't got no defense. They don't got this. The coach is old. He's not up to date. And then it's going to be a whole new set of excuses that the next team got to sit there and deal with.
Nah, that's true. I'm just...
Elway might be able to work something out just being a Hall of Fame quarterback himself. That might be a spot he's interested in going.
I mean, Denver is the better team out of Denver and Las Vegas, I think. As far as young, hungry talent.
Me personally, I don't think he's built to come out this AFC right now. So I don't think he could overcome the Bills. Where's he going to go? The AFC West? I don't think he could overcome. Let's say he goes to Broncos. Okay, he's going to go play Chargers, which are on the way up. He's going to play Kansas City, the two-time AFC champions, and the Raiders, who will give you a game. He's going to have to contend with Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Indianapolis Colts. I just don't see no scenario that he's going to come out of the AFC. Even if they just took him straight up and you got rid of Derek Carr, it just put Aaron Rodgers without giving up nothing right now. He's not coming out the AFC. If you put him in Denver and just got rid of Duloc, he's not coming out the AFC. Like, I don't know, like the Ravens, you know what I mean? It's like there's teams out there that, you know, I know he wants to stay in the NFC because, you know, it's less traffic to get into the playoffs for him. But with Brady, I don't think he can do that. Like, I don't think he could stay in Tom's shadow anymore.
And as a Niner fan, like I said, I'll take Aaron Rodgers in a heartbeat.
I mean,
that's the missing link right now. That's why I hope, you know, Trey Lance gets there because that's the missing link. But they, as an owner, fuck no, I'm not giving you up for shit before you go to my enemy with my ass. Hell no. So, like I said, I don't know what scenario is gonna be where if I gave you Aaron Rodgers right now under contract, oh, you got to give me so much shit. You be fucked for the next 5 years anyways with Aaron Rodgers. So,
I can see him in a Redskins jersey or a New York Giants jersey.
Man, Giants, Danny Dimes.
A Washington football team. He'll fit real good.
Yeah, you had it right the first time, Redskins. Fuck that.
Yeah, he'll feel real good on that squad of the Giants. New York Giants.
Don't get me wrong. If we're just talking about where he could go anywhere. He can go to Frisco. He can go to the New Orleans Saints. He could go to, a lot of places.
Go somewhere and it'll be profitable as far as winning.
I know true Minnesota fans are like, just go somewhere. Just get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Cousins got us by the balls right now with that contract. He got 2 years guaranteed already. His contract already. He could sit out and he still got his whole contract with 2 years.
What do you guys think about Mac Jones? He was a big talking point of the draft.
Before I answer that, I just want to give a shout out to fucking First Cousins. Changed the whole NFL with that guaranteed money, man. Keep getting paid, man. Let them pay you, man. Change the game.
Folks talked all that shit about him.
He changed that game.
Now that's what every motherfucking quarterback is doing.
Yes, sir. But I thought it was interesting because, like I said, Tiger, we talk a lot. All of us talk a lot outside of camera. And what was it, like maybe 3 days ago? Oh, Mac Jones locked third pick. It's Mac Jones. He played at Alabama. It's Mac Jones. It's got to be Mac Jones. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And then closer, it could be this or that. Almost in the morning, like, So I just thought it was interesting that supposedly he was one of the top 5 quarterbacks, but that boy fell and got that Aaron Rodgers treatment.
I liked Mac Jones, but obviously, you stand him next to the other guys. As someone who's into NFL, to me, it's just like, well, the upside's over there. Over here, it's like, you're here and that's it. That's why they don't draft the next Tom Brady's early. The Tom Brady's are that's that diamond that you find, like blood diamond and shit. Like, oh my God, I found a Hall of Famer. That don't grow on trees. It probably got to get first round.
Yeah, you still got to get lucky to find that diamond. Like you untied your shoe and you got to sit down and tie it. Like, oh, is that a diamond next to my shoe? Yeah.
They got to think how I'm gonna get it out of here. How I'm gonna get it to the city. You got to start planning all that. But I just think like Mac Jones is cool. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a problem with them drafting him per se. I did at number 3, and I never really believed it until I would have seen it. I was like, I got to see this to believe it. Like, I just don't believe, like, Mac Jones has, to me, he has a lot of good qualities, but he also has a lot of Ken Dorsey in his game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Mark Sanchez in his game. I'm not saying Mark Sanchez as far as the NFL Mark Sanchez, the college Mark Sanchez. Like, yeah, I don't know. That kind of threw me off. Trey Lance, he's a question mark, but at least you're just trying to be great, because the upside is so high that you're just trying to be great. You're trying to catch that rocket to the moon.
Yeah, me with Mac Jones is just like Trey Lance. Trey Lance, he only played like 17 games or 13 games, 17, I think, in his whole college career. So, and he was at North Dakota teams. So that's the red flag. Same thing with Mac Jones. He was surrounded by NFL players and an NFL coach there, basically. So he gonna go to the league. He the man. Can he do a Joe Burrow out there in Cincinnati? We got to see. That's all you can say. They say he made good decisions with the ball and he get the ball out quick. That's a plus right there.
Yeah, they say he's like, man, like, he don't like to put the ball at risk unless he absolutely has to.
Well, with receivers like he had at Alabama for the past 2 years, they get open pretty quick too.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He said he doesn't want to throw the ball over. I seen some tape where he just throws the ball up, like, oh, they gonna get it, and they get it too.
Besides Fields going to Chicago, I liked the Eagles getting Devonta Smith. That was tight. It sucks because he's in the NFC, but the Eagles had to make some type of move.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
Yeah, there was some good picks, but yeah, like I said, like, those ones outside of anything the Niners done were pretty good to me.
That guy going to Atlanta, that's going to be interesting.
The Giants got my boy Tony. I was like, oh, I thought he was going to be around to the second round. They wasn't taking no chances. Like, man, them cats were complaining because they ain't watching college football, but Tony's hard. It's like Debo, though. You got to make sure, you know what I mean? Like, he can live to play another day, because he's going to try to run through somebody.
I ain't heard nothing about Buffalo. Who they draft? Nothing about Buffalo.
Drafted some linemen.
And quiet. But now moving on from the draft, man, let's get into some real news, man. Some other things that happened minus the draft and Aaron Rodgers taking his football and going home is the FDA came out, and the head chairman of the FDA said, attention American people, I just want to let you know that we're not going to approve any vaccine until we're comfortable giving it to our family and our staff first. Therefore, the Pfizer, the fucking Johnson & Johnson, and whatever other ones they want out there are not FDA approved. Moderna, yeah, as we already knew, but now it's official out there. And a question for y'all is, have y'all seen that video before I sent it to you? Was it on the news? Was it on CNN? Was it on 5 o'clock? Breaking news. You can't take that shot because FDA says it ain't healthy. Hell nah, was it? So what y'all feel about that? The chairman came out himself was like, I can't approve this. Not only said I can't approve this, he was like, I won't be coerced or sped up in my time. You won't be able to basically bribe me or intimidate me to speed this up. It's gonna take 2 years, like it always takes 2 years. Go fuck yourself. That's reading in between the lines. I was like, yeah, proud to be American. I was like, yeah, I don't know that dude, but yeah.
This is he basically only thing new about it is he basically came out and said it, but this has been documented for since last year. All this stuff has been written document. You could look it up. You know what I mean? But folks didn't want to go look it up, I guess. So it's breaking news to them. But this stuff has been documented that all this is not this not even considered a vaccine. They're doing the testing that they're supposed to be doing right now on us. You know what I'm saying? We the white mice. You feel me? They're doing the testing on us right now. And then when they find the one that worked, sorry for the people who's fucked up or dead, you know what I'm saying? But y'all died to save people's lives, I guess, in their eyes. But yeah.
Well, also, I sent you guys that article that said like around 500 people have been admitted to the hospital testing positive for the coronavirus who were vaccinated, fully vaccinated. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fully vaccinated people's going to the ER that, still.
That's crazy. That's another thing, like going to the doctor and all that, then you get tested, you get like that. It's already out there that the nurses and all that, they're paid off. They're threatened with their lives and jobs to say you got coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? They gotta hit so many numbers, you know what I'm saying, to make it look crazy to say there's a coronavirus. You break your leg, you got coronavirus. This is crazy. And then they say it's going crazy in the hospitals. Then you go out to your local hospital and you hear crickets. You know what I'm saying? As normal as can be. But on TV, they're saying, oh, it's a pandemic. It's crazy. So it's really nothing but scare tactics, using scare tactics to get it.
It's definitely scare tactics and mind control, or well, maybe not mind control, but yeah, you hit it on fear tactics, keep people fearful. But I'm one of those people that didn't read. So when it was breaking news to me when I seen that video, like, yeah, this dude was like, fuck that, it's not FDA approved. But like we all said, we commonly said, FDA approved or not, they're still lining up for like, yo, I get free donuts if I get this. Yo, give me one. I got 2 arms. I get 2 donuts. What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, I can go to the NFL draft? Oh, yeah, give me one. I can go to the NFL draft. Sit out in the rain.
Like I seen a video out there in Texas. They took it down now, but I seen a video in Texas where they're having a drive-through. I think it was Texas. A drive-through shot little thing. And dude took a shot and dude was out. And they were slapping him like, sir, trying to revive him, you know what I'm saying? Like low key, like, hey, bring the ambulance over here. Sir, start waking up. And motherfuckers was looking and still like, damn, that's fucked up. Hey, move up. We next. Like, what? Nigga, I'd retake my whole thing.
And then also, like I've been telling y'all, that shit fuck with women's menstrual cycles.
Changes your DNA. That's what they're doing.
Of course.
Change your DNA. What reason? I don't know. But yeah, they're trying to change DNA and alter people's thoughts, and it's crazy. I mean, I personally seen somebody act a certain way, then over the weekend come back to Monday, they got it, which was surprising. And they, for like that whole week, was fucked up. It's not even themselves. They can't lift their arm up, and it's all kind of, but they had to work. It's crazy, man. I've seen it personally myself. And the big excuse that I'm seeing is people that are going because they want to travel. You know what I mean? I gotta travel. I gotta see this person. I gotta see that person. So I just went and got it. Just drive. Just drive. So I don't know what. Don't kill yourself. Now bracelets. You see that? They got the bracelet going on.
For what? The CB?
And the bracelet, and for you to prove whether you're vaccinated or not, they got the bracelet because the ID cards it's coming out to be like too many people making fraudulent cards now. So they got these computer chip bracelets or whatever people wearing. You know? And then they got they're working on a pill right now. A pill. So that's you're gonna get more people taking it now if it's a pill, because a lot of people are just scared of a shot. So
I told y'all like months ago they're working on the pills.
Yeah.
Pfizer, Moderna, the same companies.
yeah, but they got a patch that they're working on. And the patch,
I didn't see the patch.
that's what they ultimately want to do, is the patch. But the patch, it got a little chip in it, and it gets in your skin, gets under your skin, I mean, and it grows within you. You know what I'm saying? The chip, it connects with your body, so you can't even take it out. So I don't know what the deal. Once that happens, I don't know what they basically probably could control you, I guess, with a chip in you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing about it is not basically they already controlling us. Like I seen a dude say, look, I forget who it was, so sorry for the shout out. He said this shit is gonna last as long as we allow it to last. As long as we keep complying and going, they're gonna keep like, oh, we got them to wear masks. Let's see if they can wear 2 masks. Let's see if they can put a mask on their baby child. Let's see if they can fucking put the mask on when they take a shower. Like that shit's gonna keep going. So all this week, no matter what store I went into, no mask until they required me. They were like, I went into Bel Air. They're like, sorry, sir, we need a mask. I was like, I ain't got no mask. They're like, oh, we got one for you. I was like, so you're telling me that I have to put this mask on to shop here? They're like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm not shopping here. Have a good day. My family was hot, but we left. I'm not complying no more until I have to comply for food or whatever. I'll send somebody else to comply. But me personally, I'm not complying no more. Period, point blank. I'm tired of that shit. Tired of it.
Like, looks like I said the other day to somebody, like you said just now, that they're making up all these rules just to see if people will do it. Perfect one is the one they tell the motherfuckers to bend over and they stick a swab up their ass. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. Like, I can just
don't look at me while I'm doing it. Don't look at me.
I can just see somebody in a suit just laying back like, let's see if you know what. Let's see if they'll stick a swab up their fucking ass. Yeah, Johnny, get on that. Make that a new law. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're kicking back, laughing at people doing it. You know, they just be kicking back, laughing, making shit up just to laugh at us, man. And motherfuckers doing it. And it'd be the smartest mother. It'd be like business owners, like just genius-minded people falling for this dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? But they got the mind of a genius, you know, and they just fall for this dumbass shit. You know what I mean? And then again, another thing, the nostrils and the asshole, those two areas is where the body releases waste. It's waste, you know. You shit poisonous and all that shit out that the body don't need, don't want, sicknesses. You know, you get a cold, you're getting rid of the sickness that's coming out your nose. You get diarrhea and shit. That's where they sticking the swab up. That's where motherfuckers is testing. So what do you expect that they're gonna get? They testing where all the waste coming out. You know what I mean? They're testing the waste. That's like taking a swab and just going through your trash, your garbage can. Of course you're gonna find some crazy shit up in there. That's where all the, you know what I mean? That's where all the viruses and shit, the body gets rid of it. Through them holes, through them areas.
Look,
that's where it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And the blue face mask. I heard the blue face mask is no good. They killing folks because something in the fabric that people breathing in. I'm not sure, but I gotta look into that. But,
probably, man. But they getting too ridiculous with this. Like I heard 2 different stories of cross country a runner and like a 400-yard meter runner woman, both women. They got these motherfuckers wearing masks where they running cross country or 400 meters. Fucking one broke down after they won the race, still in a coma. Another broke down before the 400-meter rope, woke up, dizzy as fuck, crawled over the finish line, still broke the record, the high school record or whatever, won the race. But damn, man. And they asked her coach, asked whatever, they was like, she oxygen deprived. You fucking think? You got something covering her mask when she running fucking hard as fuck. Like, come on, man, how stupid it is. That if that don't tell you it's the game, there's another thing I wanted to bring in politically to represent my boy Trump. I remember during his presidency that he put a ban on all like not all, but a lot of Middle Eastern countries, like terrorism or whatever. They're like, oh, look at this dude's racism. You can't be racist if you fucking stopping Muslims. So they're like, oh, it's not Muslims then or racism. It's fuck, I forget what it's called. Like it's prejudice against his religion. But oh, look at Trump. He's the asshole. Look at Trump. Well, guess what? Uncle Joe Pop did this week. He banned Indians, not Native Americans, but Indians coming from over here because there's an outbreak of COVID. Nigga, you don't hear shit about this nigga being racist or nothing like that because it doesn't go against their agenda. It's all connected. It's all like once you start seeing shit, it's like damn, over here, over there, on the track field, over here, like it's all connected. All this bullshit. It's just a game, man. That's why I told you, me personally, enough is enough. Like you have to come physically get in an argument with me first over wearing some fucking mask, and then so far I just get up and leave. I just leave, take my money elsewhere. Like fuck you. You don't want my business? Fuck you then. And I give it to this one Caucasian dude I seen at Winco. I was out there at Winco like a week or two ago with my mask on like a dumbass shopping. And this nigga shopped the whole time with his wife masked up, but he had no mask up. Nobody said shit to him. I was like, I looked at him like, you a brave soul. Then I thought to myself, like, why the fuck is he a brave soul? I'm just a fucking idiot.
I don't. My mask be like a chin strap. I got like the mask where you got the adjustable things around the ears. I took them things out, so my mask like naturally it would hang like. So it's just like a chin strap. You know what I'm saying? But they don't say nothing to me either. But
I got one of the ones that go like to here. You know what I'm saying? Like them little rags. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. In Stockton, I don't need it. You know, it's like there might be. I don't know. You go into a government building or something, maybe they might say something like that. But they ain't telling people much about anything out here.
People pretty much tired of it. Like normal Joe Blows, and they tired of it, man. Like,
that's me. I'm tired of it. In Vegas, is they still wearing masks daily?
It's starting to come out that Joe Biden ain't did nothing for no black people. Remember he said if you don't vote Biden, you ain't black or something like that. He ain't did a motherfucking thing for black folks.
Oh man, come on.
Just like his boy Obama. He did shit for black folks.
That's what I'm saying. You already a motherfucking fool to think that Uncle Joe Pop was gonna do something for blacks, white, Mexicans, Asians, Arabians. When he gets presidency, I gotta give you the keys to the kingdom to do something. Nah, nigga, look at your 45-year track record. You ain't did shit. You ain't gonna just wake up one day and be like, now I have the power. Nigga, me, you, Tiger, we could all go out and do something. I could be like, yo, I gave that black man right there $10. Then I see the Asian dude come. I gave him $10 too. I did something. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, waiting on that nigga. Yo, I'm not black if you don't vote for you. Well, fuck you then, nigga. I ain't black. I'm brown anyway, you damn colorblind bastard. We all brown of some shade.
And Kamala, she was quoted saying sometime last week, our administration has created the most jobs than any other administration ever. And it's only been a year. She said something like that, bragging about how many jobs they created. Like that's some bullshit.
I seen her say something where it was like, oh, back in like 2017 or whatever year it was, she was like, oh well, you know, if we said put your hands up if we need more police on the streets, I'd raise mine. And they like a quote she made like a few days ago, and it was like, well, yeah, you know what I mean? We need to get less cops out here, you know? It's like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, man, it's all a fucking game, man. I don't want to get on a soapbox and be like, I told you, wake up. But I got to do it one more time. Just wake up. Don't listen to me. Don't do a damn thing to me. I just seen a video this week. The CDP seen paperwork 6 months ago. Do your own fucking research, man. I'm just one man cutting it to you raw, always uncut. Giving you my take. Please, for the future. Wake the fuck up. A little bit. Just a little bit. Then go back to sleep later.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
The tinfoil hats, where it is over this May 1st, May Day, everything's switching over to quantum now. You know, the banks are switching over to quantum. the internet will be switching over to the quantum. You know, where it's basically free energy and free internet service, shit like that. It's switching over to quantum now. You know what I'm saying? They turned the quantum system. They started it on May 1st. That's just for the tinfoil hats, you know. So
Did you send a text out?
yeah.
Yeah, I read that.
I sent like videos, and you know the Charlie Ward videos. I sent y'all. You check those out. He talks about it all through his videos. You know what I mean? But yeah, May 1st they call it May Day or whatever it is, and I guess it's a bank holiday too or whatever. The coincidence of it, but
Bank holiday.
they go over to the quantum system.
Isn't that today? Or that? No, today's the 2nd, right?
Yeah, today's the 2nd, I think.
To start, it's gonna take like I don't know how long it's gonna take to complete like the whole nation, but it started on the 1st. That's just for the tinfoil hat. Go do your research on the quantum financial system, Jassara. You know, it was supposed to be passed on 9/11, but you know, Twin Towers went down at 6 in the morning when it was supposed to be announced at 10 o'clock that morning. You know what I mean? They stopped that from happening back in the day. But now Trump got it done, you know. But yeah.
What do you guys think about them raiding Rudy Giuliani's little apartment, penthouse?
Not surprised. I'm not surprised, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's bad people. I don't know if anything bad gonna happen. I don't even know. Did they get anything out of that? I don't know.
I haven't heard much. It's just they just went in there like the motherfucker had like 80 keys up in there, you know what I'm saying? like hey, what's going on? We need to search up in here. Baga! Like what?
By the silence and nothing coming out of that, they must not have found nothing.
Yeah.
What about?
It would have been blasted all over TV because that's a direct connection to Trump.
Exactly. That's what I take out of it is a bunch of nothing except for them to get that headline like, oh, we told you this guy was bad. Look, we had to raid his house. And then you read in between the line, like, what you raid his house for? What you take? Nothing? Nothing? Yeah. Like what? It's just that, like I told y'all last time, and I'm starting to be a strong believer that, like, it's not the truth. It's if I can get to you first. Yeah. If I can get to you first and build up the foundation of the way you're supposed to think or look, like you could have your neighbor, you never met him in your life, and I could be like, yo, your neighbor's shady. He did this or that. Every interaction from the rest of your life, you're gonna be like in the back of your head, like, is he? I'm waiting for him to be shady a little bit.
Have your guard. You're gonna have your guard up every time you talk to him.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell your kids no if they get along with their kids and they want to go there and spend a night. Like, you know what I mean?
Because I got there first. Because somebody planted that seed first, and that's what I think they're just trying to do. They're just trying to be like, look, Julian Mariani, we raided him. Raid Julian Mariani. Trump. We told you Trump's bad. It's all connected. Because the other thing that is happening that you may or may not know is the Democratic Party or some party is stopping the recount in Arizona constantly, going motion after motion, putting up $1 million bond after $1 million bond to stop a recount. Why? If you won fair and square, you ain't got shit to hide. Why are you throwing everything you got at it? That'll make no sense.
They say the numbers is outrageous, like hundreds of thousands of votes, more than the population of people. Or
of course.
People, like it's hundreds of thousands over, like they overdid the cheating. You know what I mean? But yeah.
What do you guys think of? Well, two things. The first, I don't know if you guys have heard anything about it. They said John Kerry was giving out secrets to Iran officials.
Oh shit! You said John Kerry. I'm thinking about Jim Carrey.
No, John Kerry.
Yeah, no, I seen that.
And the web page I sent y'all with the list of people in Gitmo and arrested and shit. A lot.
Yeah.
On there, John Kerry was in Gitmo, and he was roommates with Obama. You remember he snitched on Obama about having the
cell phone.
Remember that?
Yeah.
But do you remember the Bin Laden situation when Hillary Clinton and Obama paid off Iran to hide Bin Laden for them? The millions and millions of dollars. Remember?
Well, yeah, you can't connect the dots for the people out there. You can't really connect the dots that it was to pay off hide Bin Laden, but for some reason, Obama thought it'd be a good idea to not send this nigga a wire transfer, but to bag up like like you said, $1 billion in cold hard cash and fly it over pallet after pallet to Iran. For what?
Yeah. That's one of the main things, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, not the main thing. That's a big thing because that's part of the reason why SEAL Team 6 got killed. Because they went over there on a dry run, and the person that they got killed when Obama came on TV on the flu and made the announcement of Bin Laden's dead and all that, he wasn't. That was a lookalike. And they said they gave him the burial where they let his body float off to sea.
Some bullshit, yeah.
They didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
I'm surprised that cat's still alive right now. You know what I'm saying? But they all work for the CIA, the FBI, all them cats. But yeah, John Kerry, he's part of that crew. Kerry part of that crew. You know what I'm saying? The actor that people are seeing, because he been in Gitmo. He like one of the first cats. You know what I'm saying? Hillary Clinton, the actor, that's running around. You can even look at the pictures and tell like that ain't Hillary Clinton, man.
Before I answer your question, Tiger, what was the second part of it?
What do you guys think about what's going on with us and Russia and China, and we firing warning shots to let them know, and now they sending more, and it's like, so we end up, this dude Joe Biden seems to have us in the game of chicken right now. So I was just gonna ask what have you guys heard, and what your thoughts about that?
Well, I'll put that to the side because that's breaking news to me. I'll adjust Uncle Joe Pop's sorry ass in a second in the Russia thing. But the John Kerry thing, just taking it from, your boy Raw Common Sense, he allegedly got in a secret meeting with a different country to bomb Israel, right?
Yeah,
or something like that. Like he was giving out information that he shouldn't have been giving out information.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. Look, answer me this. Why is America always in somebody else's backyard? You don't see China's embassy over here. You don't see Russia's embassy over here. You don't see a real, Israel. I can't go and be like, yo, I'm Russian. Let me go to the embassy in Sacramento or wherever. Like, nah, man, we always in somebody else's backyard. And we in their backyard for probably drugs, sick shit I don't want to talk about, money, some kind of power control struggle. So just off that alone, Kerry, you wrong. Now I know more detail. We all more detail, but nigga, you wrong for that. It don't smell right. It don't smash the smell test. The fuck you doing over there?
I mean, I don't understand how it ain't a big uproar about how McClain, being the person that started ISIS right here in America. And that's the reason he's dead right now. He didn't die of no damn disease. They killed that motherfucker. He for treason. You know what I'm saying? They got pictures. You seen the picture of him with them leaders over there of ISIS? You seen it? It's him and like 3 other dudes. They like the main people in ISIS. I mean, what the fuck? McClain started that shit? A U.S. official? Like, come on.
That shit don't spell right. Let me see if I can pull up a photo to tell you about this fucking.
It says they got some leaked audio. It says Republicans have seized on a recent claim that former Secretary of State John Kerry told Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif about Israeli strikes on Iranian interest in Syria.
That just came out today?
This article that I'm reading, came out today, but it was going on since like last Tuesday, I believe. Like the word got out that he was telling secrets he was accused of telling secrets to the Iranians.
Nah.
It's crazy how all this is getting out now. And it's been going on for years. how all of this getting out with Biden and supposedly in office.
Well, I think the Iranians are saying they got the tape. Like, hold on, homie, we got the tape. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll whip it out. We'll tell you what he told us.
That's the same thing that Russia did with Biden and all them. They put out their shit too. Not Russia, but Ukraine. The Ukraine.
Yeah, let me see, man. I can't.
But as far as China, the CCP, the Communist Chinese Party, they defeated. They're out of here. You know, they last hoorah was that Evergreen ship. You know what I'm saying? They had all that shit. They had a doomsday weapon. That means a nuclear weapon.
Right.
They found on that ship. They found thousands of dead bodies and some human trafficking victims still alive. Man, that shit crazy, man. They showed them containers in the video, man. They could fix them things up to where a motherfucker could live in one of them things for like a year, up to a year or more. You know what I'm saying? And there's one lady, she was on one of the Charlie Ward videos. She was a victim and she experienced being in one of those containers. And she said, it's like a little city, like they connected, like you can go through them motherfuckers, because there's thousands of it if you see it. The motherfucking ship is huge. But she said about this Evergreen ship, she said she feel bad for she still feels bad because some of the kids are being saved, but a lot of the kids and a lot of the bad people got away because they have secret exits on that ship, under the ship where they could get away. So a lot of people most likely got away while that thing was jammed up in there, you know?
Oh hell yeah! Just off a pure thing. Like if I was the captain or the co-captain or just on the ship and we're like, yo, we got stuck. Yo, we fucked up. Yo, I'm out of here, man. You got this shit stuck. Fuck that. I'm gone. Just off. It don't even gotta be no illegal shit. You gotta make that boss call your boss like, yo, we got stuck here. We never happened before. Like, nigga, I ain't making that phone call. I'm out of here. I called in sick today, nigga. I was nowhere around here. Like, just off of that. But look, hey, answering your question about that fucking Joe Biden and China and Russia and shit. The green screen won't let me do it. Oh man, I'm about to take the background out. Hold on, stand by, people, stand by. Cause fuck that. I want to show this. There we go. Let me see. Welcome back to my garage studio. Let me see if y'all can see this. Look, this is a Zoom call with the world leaders. Yeah. I know it's hard to tell. I can't really zoom in, but look.
I don't know.
Uncle Joe Pop. Uncle Joe Pop with his fucking mask on. Everybody else, no mask on, no mask on. China right there in the middle, no mask. Russia on the bottom, no mask, no mask. Uncle Joe Pop again. The fuck are you doing on a Zoom call with the mask on, man? And you're supposed to be the leader of the free world, the great world, and you got your fucking mask on? Like, dude, come on, dude. How is that? How the fuck is that helping us? And if I was them, like I said, I'd be like, this dude's a fucking bum, dude. I could bomb them. I would become a bully if I seen a nigga with the mask on. I couldn't take you seriously in a Zoom call if you had a mask on right now. I'd be like, nigga, everything you say is incredible.
Well, that dude Putin said he don't respect Joe Biden.
He said it. He said it during the conference. Like, I feel sorry for this dude wearing a mask on during a Zoom call. With you're gonna have Putin, the nigga can hit some buttons and launch shit to wherever he wants. So they say, I don't respect you. Look how stupid you are wearing a mask on. And we're supposed to be this great, powerful country still. So if Russia or China want to team up and get us, nigga, we vulnerable. We vulnerable right now is what I feel like.
Yeah, some wild shit going on. But that one caught me off guard. Like, what? Like, we already about to jump in a war and shit? Like, what's going on?
Like, folks know why that mask really was there, though. You know? As far as come on, man, you hide in your face, man.
It's James Woods.
And y'all see that video where he was out there? He was like, Uncle Joe Pop was like, had a press conference. That dude's so sad though, man. Or James Wood or Jim Carrey, so sad. That dude was out there fucking talking about like, oh, if you're vaccinated outdoors, you don't need a mask. And they were like, Mr. President, then why do you have a mask on right now? He was like, you don't see me putting it back on, do you? Like, the fuck? No, you came out with a mask. What message are you saying? He was like, well, you don't see me putting it back on like I would be outside. Like, dude, you don't know what you're doing.
Dudes is too old, man. I'm telling you.
And supposedly he got the most votes ever. Y'all see how Georgia welcomed him?
Nah, what happened?
Oh man, let me see if I can pull up that video. What we talk real quick. Georgians welcome to Biden. They had that they big time social distancing now. You know when they do their shit. So they had to drive through where you're in a car like we love you, President, because you can't be out touching nobody. Nigga, he got on the mic and was like, "Thank you, Georgia." Some crowd over here was like, fuck you, like, you ain't our president, screaming loud, made that dude stop. I gotta get you the video, man. I don't do no justice to it. But I'm just saying, this is our president, where he got the most votes ever, where he can't even control a social distancing crowd to shut the fuck up. Like, come on, man.
I heard somebody got booed like yesterday or something like that. Day before yesterday. I forgot who.
Out here, they're having a rally out. Well, actually, out there where Marcus is for that girl that they say got killed at the Capitol. I think they're having a rally for her like in like a couple weeks, and it's become like a little thing. Like, people pushing back like on it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a thing going on out here and shit. People like, oh, they're gonna come to Sacramento and they're gonna like do the same thing or whatever.
What's that? I missed it. Sorry.
About that rally going on in Sacramento for that woman that they said died at the Capitol.
Oh, I'll let CDP break that down. But look, shout out to whoever this is.
I want to thank you, the people of Georgia.
I don't know if y'all can hear it.
We'll give you a microphone.
Give me a microphone then.
Folks,
Hey,
Georgia was 100 days ago today when I was inaugurated on the steps of the United States Capitol to be your president. I was looking forward to coming back and seeing these guys.
They still going. Like, that's what I'm saying. They still going. Like, I'll send you the video so you can hear more. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
That's not like that woman that called on Colin Cowherd, the Alabama fan. Like, cow turd, you don't know what you're talking about.
Man, like, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, dude, if you got 100 people, because I'm pretty sure maybe 100 to 500 people tops were there, because this ain't nobody's president, nigga. At least it ain't my president. Were there, you can't get your 30, 40 security guards to get that motherfucker out of here? Like, at least, if I'm president, you hate me, I'm getting you out of here. I'm taking you around the corner and beating your fucking ass. Like, yo, shut up. Dude,
a real Secret Service would have got him out of there before he even did anything. Because in his body posture and all that, they would have got his ass up out of there. That's just letting you know this is some bullshit. They let him go on for hella long. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see that, real quick, since I guess we floating topics, y'all see that press conference lady constantly apologizing for weird noises while she's giving a press conference?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, she said, go ahead.
No, I said, I'm asking you, like, weird
noises.
No,
one time the door was like, ee, and she was like, it could have been Lincoln's ghost. I don't know. And then another time it was like, ooh, we got a plane right overhead. Last time I checked, the motherfucking White House is a no-fly zone. What the fuck? What you mean you got a plane overhead?
Yeah.
That shit, all flights go up and around the White House, or they supposed to.
Yeah, because they in Atlanta at old boy's studio. What is it? Medea, what's his name?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Yeah, they had Tyler Perry studio. That's why.
She said, I'm gonna see if I can find that video. She said there's a plane going overhead. What y'all thinks of that? Like, this bitch, like, just lying, making up noise like, oh, that's a noise over there. Y'all think she there or not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember she was like, "Oh, it's probably an airplane or something." Like, "Oh, what?"
There's this one guy, I can never get his name, but somebody puts out his videos and stuff. But like he got like a condo or something like down the block from the White House and the Capitol, and he goes to the top of the roof and he be filming, and he like zooms in and there's just like it's a ghost town over there. While looking at TV and this big event, speech or whatever is supposed to be going on all the time. So that's why I say it's just like the hospitals, you know. They say the hospital's packed and all this stuff, and it's just crazy. But then, like, I literally got a hospital like down the street from our house, and we ride by that all the time. It'd be like 2 or 3 cars up in there. The ambulance people be out there chilling. You know what I mean? It's all. You turn off your TV, you wake up, man. It's It's all for sure. I mean, like back in high school, they tell you before school, you're watching the news. It's gonna be rainy today. It's gonna be windy. Be prepared. You get prepared. You got your jacket. You have your shit ready. I mean, I don't know about you, but plenty of times I've been at school stuck having to carry around a heavy ass jacket because it's hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But they told me it's gonna be storming and windy. But it ended up being like 80, 90 degrees, hot as fuck. You know what I mean? That's what I should tell people right now that they're gonna lie to you about the what little thing about the weather. They definitely gonna lie to you about other shit. You know what I mean? Like this is common. People gotta use common sense and just turn the TV off, man. They is not gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? They decide what they gonna show and what they ain't gonna show, obviously, because these videos that you showing Marcus ain't heard nothing about.
Nothing.
It's like the government is saying like, "Yo, there's UFOs out there," and people still don't believe in aliens. Like, well, who you think is flying the UFO? Like, homie from the block or what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that the fighter jets cannot catch up to. You know, it's like it's not just flying; it's flying faster than anything else out there in the air.
It's real deep. That goes down all the way down to the reptilians. You know what I'm saying? And the aliens and the reptilians. That's a deep subject, but supposedly like the what do they call that? The Nazi when they had all the people and the Jews in the concentration camps. Supposedly, they say Hitler and the military made a deal with the aliens for their intelligence. They'll give the aliens people. So that was the real. They say that was the real reason why people was in concentration camps. But they used race and whatever to throw people in the concentration camp. But really, they were farming them people to give to the aliens. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly it's underground Antarctica and all that shit. That's where all they at. And in return, they got the intelligence to be able to make ships, to be able to make weapons and all this shit. And one of the presidents was approached. I forgot what president that was. It was before Nick. I think it was before. Man, I forgot what president that was. It was a president before one of the World War I. But he was approached by the good aliens and said, we can help y'all in this situation with Germany. We can take them, whatever, but you got to accept our help before we can help. And his ass, but they were just going to help us and not give nothing. His ass dissed them and went and met with them, and we will give you the intelligence and all that if you join us. There you go. And that's what happens. So these back to what the ships was seeing. These possibly could be military flying these ships because they do have the intelligence to make them ships due to all these. They're farming us. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they're farming us. You know, and the Nazi symbol. That you know the skinheads and all that shit. That they walking around like some assholes because that logo, the swastika, is the alien symbol. That's their symbol, their logo. To let the other, and it's big like that. That's why Denver Airport, if you go to the sky view of Denver Airport, it's shaped like a swastika. If you take the sky view of it, you can look that up. You go on Google and look sky view of Denver.
I'll look that up in a second. Hold on. Real quick, before we get too deep into this, I want to show this shit.
Transparent information to the public to make clear what the benefit. Have no fear, the ceiling is not falling that I'm aware of. Information.
What the fuck you talking about, bitch?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bitch? The ceiling ain't falling? Hey, look, at least Tiger, you in your own environment. You'd be like, hey, that was a dog. We're not in the White House. This bitch supposed to be in the White House. Where everything's soundproof. You got checked in. You got body screened in. She's like, yeah.
My fault. They're going to keep everything pristine in the White House. What a door doing squeaking like that?
Yeah. Ain't someone supposed to be at the door holding the door open?
Yeah. Ain't nothing in the White House squeaking like that. Shouldn't be. But like I was saying, that swastika is the logo of the aliens, you know what I'm saying? And that's Clinton. The reason why you can see it sky view, that's them, the reptilians, letting every other alien or whatever. Yeah, there you go, right there. That's letting them know, like, they claiming this turf. This is our turf. So other beings or whatever, they see that, oh, that's their turf. Can't fuck with it. You know what I mean? And that's a Denver airport right there.
That's cold game. That's the Denver airport. That's without the little line that they drew for you, but it's hard to see the detail. But you can see that shit like, why?
Yeah.
At that airport, you'd be like, you going east? Okay, y'all need to fly east. Y'all going west? Y'all need to fly west. Y'all going north to south? Okay, we have 3 airports or across there. Like, nah, you go this way, then you turn left sharp. You go that way, you turn right. You're like, the fuck?
Yeah. Nazis and skinheads with the swastika, yeah. You've been hoodwinked and lied to about your history of white power, pride, or whatever too.
I seen one because you talking about niggas, the government showing the aliens now. How do we feel about that? I seen one like Simpson skit on TikTok where it's like, how did the Simpsons know or whatever that, and then the dude was like, oh, they cut the news like, oh, we don't know what this is or this is or this is, these flying objects we're talking about. And then they go to the Simpsons animated, and they go and they take off. They're like, people, you've been lied to. Your candidates are both aliens, and they rip off the mask, and you know it's that guy with the bubble over his head with the eye, and they're like, hey, you lied to. Fucking the question or thought I have is like the dude said, it's the Simpsons don't just keep getting it right. They know what's gonna happen. So these motherfucking Simpsons creators must know what's going down because that's way too many coincidences. So if the Simpsons say they're aliens, I'm like, yeah, there's aliens.
Yeah. The creator or writer or whatever, whichever one, supposed to be like he's supposed to be like CIA or something up there of power. Shit too. He gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Playing around and making these predictions and shit. Like, come on, man.
I just always looked at the Simpsons like they've been around for so long with so many episodes. They just got a lot of episodes, and so it happens like, oh, hold on, go back. Didn't we make one like whatever? Like, oh yeah, we could say like we did this and that. Like,
I mean that's true, but think about it this though. Like, what TV show do you know that damn near lasted your whole life except The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Like you would be like, bring the Seinfelds back right now. I want to see Seinfeld right now. I know you're a big fan of them, but The Simpsons are like, nah, we passed you. We passed Lost, American Idol. I don't know, whatever TV show you could think of, MASH, whatever, old school TV. Like, nah, nigga, we had no plans to stop anytime soon.
but the thing is like, and I don't even know nobody who watches Simpsons anymore. Like, how's this show still on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the shit I think about. Like, what the fuck?
Who watches The Simpsons? Like, kids don't even watch The Simpsons that I know. Like, I ain't never seen no kid watch it. That's a kid show to me. Like, I mean, like, kid adult. Like you could be an adult and watch it, but it's like as an adult, you just ain't really gonna go run to it every Sunday or whatever time, whatever day it comes on now by yourself. Like I gotta watch The Simpsons, man. You probably be in some sports, some family shit, some whatever. But that's what I'm saying is like, I don't know who's watching The Simpsons still. Like in like what part of the country they watching The Simpsons?
Well, just that, and like I said, somebody I seen somebody else tell me or break down like the quote unquote aliens or demons, because I believe they're demons, you know, but whatever. They could be grays, whatever. I mean, they gotta be fucked up to eat children. That's just one aspect alone, but whatever they are, somebody told me like the rules that they gotta play by is like, since we're quote unquote a woke being, they have to let us know what they're gonna do first before they do it. So that's why The Simpsons has that. That's why they have horror movies where they kidnap people and you see them torturing them. Because they're like, hey, we doing this shit already. It's okay, right? You go buy it, right? Saw, Jigsaw, like, nah, man. Why as a society we watch that shit?
Music, they do it through music.
Yeah.
No, I could see it. I could see it like that, you know. Like maybe it's just fun. Maybe it's funded by that because you know what I mean. Like they keep it on purpose like that. Like, look, man. Hey, don't worry about people watching The Simpsons or not. Just keep it on.
Yeah.
Just keep it on every day.
It's strong. Like, keep it going.
Yeah.
And they just tell you when The Simpsons got a prediction right. Nobody watching it to tell you. They send you a message like on Bleacher Report, like, The Simpsons predicted this like whenever. Nobody watching it told you that. Nobody watching The Simpsons. I was watching The Simpsons, and they're like the things are letting you know that it happened. Like once it happens. They said Tom Brady went over here hella old, whatever. And it's like nobody watching it told you. It's like you seen it on Bleacher Report or some other social media.
And then I wonder, like, has there ever been like a prediction made, like, you know, pop up the Simpsons predicted it? I wonder, have they ever had to go back and make the show so when somebody goes with research and look it up, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, we didn't do a show about that. What the fuck? Hurry up and go make a show about that, bro. You know what I mean? I wonder that every time. Like,
and release a clip or some shit. I don't know. That's what I was gonna say about the alien shit. Like, man, I've been lied to all my motherfucking life. So if an alien comes from the sky and lands right now, I'll be like, I knew it. But then if somebody takes off a mask and it's a man behind it, I'll be like, I knew that too. Like, it don't matter, man. I've been lied to all my life. Like, it's so hard to figure out what's true or what's not true nowadays. Yeah. It's like, man.
Basically, we ain't nothing to them, to the reptilians. We ain't nothing to them but bags of nutrients. Our skin is like the plastic bags of nutrients that they need to live. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying though, like, if fucking like one day, God forbid this happens, one day I get kidnapped by these reptiles and they got me in a cage and they take out their face and they're about to devour me. I'm like, fuck, they was right. You know what I'm saying? Or one day I have a dream about that shit about to happen and there's niggas in the lab watching my body go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like either scenario could be absolutely true to me. Like, dude, like what the fuck? It's just too hard to believe shit. Especially after motherfuckers lie all the time. Like your boy Sinbad, that boy finally came out and was like, yeah, I did do a movie about Shazam. I wasn't proud of it. Like, nigga, why you lie for like 3 years saying you didn't do the movie then? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And if you research it now, all you can do is find a clip where this nigga's like, hello, I'm your genie, Shazam. That's it. Like a whole movie happened and you find 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's
like, did you do it or did you not do it? Because you said you didn't do it. Now you're saying you did it. You're keeping that lie game in my brain. It's like, is it true? Is it not true?
Yeah, that's why
I question everything.
That's why Princess Diana had a blow and fake her death. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was there and seen the queen change, you know what I'm saying, trying to scare her. They wasn't gonna let her, you know, she knew if she break up, the secrets that she know, they wasn't gonna let her live. They gotta take her out, and she knew that shit. She wasn't down. You know what I mean?
I want to test your not test your knowledge, but I want to see if you give a prediction, CDP. Who's the next person you think they're gonna take out in a car accident or whatever way, heart attack, COVID shot? They just know too much. They like, you know what? Your time's up. You punch your ticket for the last time, or even clone the nigga, like send him to jail, come out like, damn nigga, they didn't look like you. Like I give you an example of that fucking the Freddie Gray dude. I mean, you know, if he's dead, I'm sorry, but the cop, I got like 3 different photos of that cop. Like, damn nigga, you done changed a lot 1 year.
You talking about the George Floyd cop?
Yeah, my bad, not Freddie Gray, but George Floyd. Like,
yeah, hey, I said the same thing. I was like, why does this fool look hella different? Like everybody was like, well, you know, I mean, shave the beard and some lights. I was like, it was sunlight outside when they killed George Floyd. Like I could see, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he killed George Floyd in the dark, or you know what I'm saying? Like had his knee on him and he passed away in the dark. You know what I mean? It's like it was right there for the world to see. But
I don't know if y'all can see, but like I'm old, so I got wrinkles in my forehead, and these wrinkles are set in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm smiling or not, you still see the wrinkles. That first photo, I seen that nigga's wrinkles. The next photo, I seen a young man with the box head. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, no wrinkle, no impression. And I always check the earlobe. It's hard for them mass niggas to do earlobes for some reason. They need to hire me. I'll make a perfect earlobe. Like, nigga, yeah, that shit look different too. So I'm just curious, CDP, who's the next double clone, the next setup? Who's the next man that gotta go, in your opinion?
Next, that gotta go,
or they gonna you know do a reboot. They do a reboot. Yeah, they don't gotta go. Who you think's on the list?
They'll do
keep an eye out for.
They'll do a reboot on, you mean?
Yeah, reboot, or they gotta take them out. They'll die in a skiing accident. They'll die, you know what I'm saying, in a war tragedy or something like that.
Man, who's gonna disappear next?
Yeah.
Like people like Snoop Dogg, Puffy.
Whoever.
No, I'm just saying, like people like that, they don't 50. They don't go. People go that's under them that deal with them. So I wouldn't be. I'm not saying, but I wouldn't be surprised like somebody that's close to speaking the truth is gonna go would be the next person that go. And there's a lot of people that you could go by. You know, you could go J. Cole, you could go Andre 3000, you could go, you know, Kendrick, you know, Dr. Drake, you know, I'll give y'all Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Let me live. Y'all can take Kendrick.
Just musicians?
Or somebody under Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, he was always up over hanging around Nipsey. 50 Cent, he was always around that other rapper that got killed, a Crip Cat, that got killed in L.A. in his house. The rapper that was in that little basketball movie, Pop Smoke.
Oh yeah.
He was hanging out with him real hard. You know what I'm saying? And he died. You know, Snoop was hanging with Nipsey, Puffy. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. People under him, and they end up going.
But you know, like I think Nipsey was on some other type of shit. He's on some shit like we speak on like off air, like generational wealth. Like, you know what I mean? He was on wealth. Like he was speaking wealth. He wasn't talking about like getting with broads and well, I mean, he was like whatever, like rapping and some stuff.
That's what I mean. Like people of positivity. But it's gonna be somebody like always. Like, watch the people who suddenly just start hanging around them. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX. He started getting that good. He started coming out, and everybody showing him love. You know what I'm saying? He was always around somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop Dogg. Take Snoop Dogg for example. People were skeptical because him and Pac got into an argument. You know what I'm saying? Before Pac got killed. You know what I'm saying? Snoop rode with Snoop. Snoop rode with Puffy in it. You know what I'm saying? Puffy, Snoop had beef with Suge Knight. Suge Knight life live in hell. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody who fuck with Snoop or go against Snoop, they got problems in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be somebody that's under somebody, an up and coming star that always get taken out. Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? People disappear fucking with him. You know, you may not, and disappearing is not dying. Just your career is just to the shits. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. That's what I meant. Like he could be an actor, or whatever. For me, I'm gonna go with low hanging fruit that they could already replace this man or not. I don't wish nothing bad about this man. You know, I want everybody to be happy and peaceful. Let that be known. But Uncle Joe Pop, I think they're gonna replace that dude and just be like, here you go, Kamala, run the country. He's unfit.
Oh yeah, he's already keeping the seat. I said before he became president, he's keeping the seat warm.
That's what I'm saying. I know that's low hanging fruit. That's why I was like, the one I think is this one.
Like, see, he go on and on. But Gucci Mane, for example, this new, not new label, but he got a new slew of rappers, and they booming. Watch around for them rappers on them. I'm not, you know, but watch something happen to one of them, man. Out of the blue too. You know what I mean?
I don't wish no death upon nobody, but I know when you try to overturn like Nipsey, when you try to overturn the apple cart or get a different avenue for people to wake up and see things, if they can't shut you up, they'll shut your career up. I forget that actor's name who was crazy, or he wasn't crazy, but he looks crazy. He's like a tall white English dude with long hair or whatever. He started talking that woke shit. They were like, nigga, one movie and done. Waka Flocka, that dude quote unquote woke up, started talking that shit. He was like, you won one platinum and you done.
Yeah. They talking about that actor still alive. I know Krotsky or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Kanye West starts talking that shit. They're like, reboot.
And he goes to the hospital for a couple of days and come out with blunt hair.
They're like, you done. They're like it's somebody. It's always somebody like our boy the #1 podcast in the real. Hopefully one day we get on half his status. Joe Rogan. I remember Joe Rogan used to be like, moon landing was fake. Fuck that bullshit. As we ain't never been to space. They came and talked to that boy. He was like, oh, I went to the NASA thing and I see it's real. Now like, oh, they got to you. They got to you. Reboot.
Yeah,
No.
Like I hadn't really thought about it tough like that. Like I just like, to me it'd be like disappear. Like why? Like who could I see them getting to? Like I don't know. Like man, off the top of my head, like I don't know. Cause I don't necessarily look at no musician or an actor. It'd have to be somebody like that young woman that's balling in tennis right now. Like I have to say like her, Elon Musk. I look at somebody like that. Like you know what I mean? Someone who can like control the masses. Like now that girl, she's on like a rebellious type tip though. So they might want to calm that down before she goes full on like Serena on a Serena Tiger Woods type run, and everybody starts paying attention to her because she's only like 17 or so. I don't know how old she is. I know she's young though, like 19 or something.
I think you talking about that African American tennis player.
Yeah, she's like black and Asian or something.
Yeah, she young. I don't know. She under 21. She young though, so she got a full career. So they can stop that career now. I know that.
Well, y'all know these sports cars and expensive ass cars and stuff. You know they got the technology to where they can control them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? From satellite, whatever.
Is that what happened to my boy Tiger?
Yeah, supposedly wasn't no alcohol involved. You know?
I don't know. That shit don't sit right with me neither. But like I said, we getting on some thought process, some drinking topics right now, so we can just leave it there, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. NFL draft, the greatest Minnesota Vikings draft of all time.
Man, I gotta look at some Vikings drafts now. I never really cared about like a whole draft of them. I'd be like, they got good players, or you know what I mean? Like, oh man, they had a good draft. Like, man, I have to look.
You heard it here first. The Hall of Famer from the Hokies. Go to the Hokies. You want to be a Hall of Famer.
But
Virginia Tech, if you want to be a Hall of Famer.
There is a 50% chance that next year's Minnesota Vikings draft class could be the greatest of all time too, though. They might run it back one more draft. You know, it's the same people running the team.
You know how the year goes. We'll see.
Yes,
Before,
sir.
and before we go, who you guys think had the worst draft?
Cowgirls, just out of hate, just out of spite. I don't even know who they drafted, but their team is just so like, if they didn't draft defense, then I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Let me look at the draft real quick. That's just my pure hate one real quick.
I didn't really pay too much attention to the other teams, but I seen a couple of the Cardinals picks. Kind of weak. That small. They got that little ass receiver, which he ain't gonna be nothing but a kick returner at best. But they drafted him like first. Like, wow. Like, get some. What about protection for that quarterback that y'all got? You know what I mean? So he can make them passes.
I thought it was between the Raiders and the Steelers. And I have a problem because, okay, the guy that they drafted from Alabama in the first round, the Raiders, like, he's going to be good. Like, he might be great, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a guard, or they said maybe a right tackle. But
line left too.
that's what I'm saying. So it's a need. Like, I don't have as big a problem as everybody else because you're feeling a need. And, well, if that's the guy on your board, you know, you stay with your board. So it's like, okay, I would have liked to see him get like a more impact player, but that's a need. You know what I mean? Like, he could play right tackle, he could play guard. Like, okay. Now, the second pick, like, that was a good pick. You know what I mean? Like, that dude was there. After that, nah. Like, the first pick is questionable. The second pick, like, yeah, like, Raiders did that. After that, like, no, like,
yeah, the TCU gonna be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when they're going like this, you got anything? Like, when they're doing that, every time your team picks, your team has a fucking problem. Like, I'm sorry. Every time outside of the safety, the Raiders made a pick, it was like silence, and you hear papers shuffling, and people looking around, you know, like it was just awful to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hard on John Lynch, but I was just like, man. I mean, and then, but like I said, I think that lineman's going to be good. So I'm not, you know what I mean? And I think that safety is going to be good. After that, nah, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes, I don't think any of them going too much of any of them. Like, maybe the guard, or maybe they got like another guard or something. Like, he might be okay, but I didn't really see nothing great. But the Steelers, to me, they just drafted Najee Harris, and that's it. Like, I'm looking at the people they drafted. Like, they got some tight end from Penn State, and they're like, oh, well, he was the second best tight end by far. And it's like, that don't mean he's good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, okay, they got a solid tight end, and they got, I mean, I think Najee Harris is good. I don't think he's great because I don't think he got the speed to be great. But I think like a big back, if you can get his legs going, you know what I'm saying? If you got a decent enough offensive line, which the Steelers don't have, you know, he can get going. So since they don't have an offensive line, like similar to the Raiders, at least the Raiders made picks to address that early, getting the best players that they could. The Steelers waited till like the third round after, and then the guys they drafted weren't even that good. It was, I mean, you know what I mean? Like the dude from, I think he got like Illinois, and I'm like, I watch Illinois, you know, they're Big Ten. Illinois is always getting their ass kicked.
True.
And another thing about the Wyatt Davis and Christian, we're like the top 5 rated pass blockers. You know, not run blockers, pass blockers. That's key right there for Cousins. We need pass blocking. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Christian, we got Cleveland, Bradbury, Wyatt Davis, and O'Neal. And they all big and they all can move. With the type of offense we got kind of like similar to the 49ers type play calls. But y'all do it a little bit more, the end of rounds and all that. But our own linemen need to move like y'all. And all of them can, and they're big. All our linemen are big now with Wyatt Davis and Christian. and they're at it right now. So that's one thing I'm excited about because they're pass blockers, not just run blockers. They're pass blockers. You know, because
We'll see, because Kirk Cousins still throwing that ball, so we'll see.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins with time, he's a respectable quarterback. So his accuracy is off the chain if he have time. And I think
I put him in my top 7 probably.
Yeah, so with these two right here, these two big dogs, I'm excited about that. I mean, you know, of course, I'm not even like gonna mention Dalvin Cook. He gonna get his, period. But I'm excited about that. But yeah, the thing about it, back to the Raiders. The thing about with the Raiders, they got a lot of that's what they went for. So I don't understand, like, why is they like their own fans are mad? Like, nigga, that's what y'all did, man.
I'll be pissed off as a fan. What year is Chucky? This 3rd year, 4th year?
This would be his 3rd.
I think they're just mad because they're like, yo, we could have got like something more glamorous, like, you know, you need offensive line, but I don't know.
After the first, like, probably after the first round, like, it was just everybody, the slate was even as far as players. I think, to me, you know, there wasn't really like oh my God, he's still there. Like, it was like, oh, he's still there. Dang, he's a good player. There wasn't no, oh my God, you know, it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was all after the first round. It was just whatever, you know.
But addressing like Tiger's point though, like if I was a Raider fan though, thank God I'm not. Like you hire Chucky to change your shit around, and you're like, all right, come on, here we go. What is it, like 8-8 or 7-9? All right, fuck that draft. We got draft 8-8, 7-9, 6-10. All right, fuck that. You're getting that same mediocre bullshit. I'd be pissed off too.
I'm glad they got that safety, so at least like they could kind of hang their hat on, like, hey man, we got that safety though, you know, like, and that's it. That's all you got to speak on. Like that dude, I think he'll be solid.
If you go to school, you'll be a Hall of Famer.
Like, you know what I mean? I think dude will be solid, but you know, I didn't see the rush to draft dude unless that's whose number. Unless they got him hella high on their board, like, hey, you know what? This guy's our best lineman. Then hey, take him. If you think he can play rack tackle, good. But if he's a guard, woof. I mean, man, you could get a good guard in the 3rd round. You know, like, you know,
because they got Mayock though. You know what I'm saying? That was his job. You know, and it's just like I don't know if he's like thinking too hard, you know, and not just going with his gut, but he's thinking too hard. He's trying to find that one pick where the kid grew up playing football behind his dad's barnyard or some shit, and, you know, trying to find that next. All he knew was fishing, and he tried football for 1 year, you know, just he's trying to find that story draft, you know what I'm saying, the 1980 story draft, you know. I don't know if that's the problem, but I know one thing, probably the reason why the draft was like, who is this? Is because there was no combine, you know.
But they have this mystique about Mike Mayock, like he's this draft guru because he was one on TV. But who do you think that he's drafted that's become something that's, you know?
I think they got a good one in Jacobs.
But that's a 1st round pick, though. I mean, we could make that pick. That's not what you're getting paid millions of dollars for.
Well, I mean, Jacobs only played that 1 year, but the one, like, he didn't even play a lot at Bama.
And people think
they're tight end solid, though.
Yeah,
but
Raiders.
But he found his way to the Raiders, though. I don't know if they initially drafted him. That's what I'm saying. Like, because he was cut and he was on the practice squad. It's not like they drafted him. And
matter of fact, yeah, you're right. He was on Baltimore's team.
Yeah. So they don't even get that credit.
He had an alcohol problem, almost drunk himself to death. So by taking a chance on him,
they took the chance on him, but it's like, these dudes are making the same picks year after year, and the team ain't getting no better. I mean, maybe to some people around 500, maybe around 500, like almost making the playoffs is like, that's the vibe, because they're going to come out next year and do the same thing, hover around 7-9, 8-8 or whatever.
I know I know one weakness was their secondary, so they addressed that. But as far as Mayock, he tripping.
I can't get on him because people in glass houses can't throw stones. And John Lynch, like I said,
You don't know until they get on the grass, you know.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like Mike Mayock gets a lot of rope for no success. It's not like he was in the NFL as like a GM with heavy success. He was on TV where if you're wrong, it don't cost you your job. Like John Gruden, when he was with Tim Tebow, and he was like, he'll get you. He'll get you. You know, John Gruden, yeah, he sits down with all these quarterbacks that never made it. And, oh, yeah, I'll take him. And then, you know, they don't pan out. And it's like, well, I mean, he could just go to the next one and go to the next one.
Speaking of somebody that don't pan out, man, is my boy Tim Tebow. Did you bring him up? Is he gonna get a real shot in Jacksonville or not?
I don't know. I don't know what's come up with Tebow. Like I thought he was just like a college football analyst now, but I guess he want to try to come back. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. If you could get him, I mean, I don't know how that works, but if you could get him, he stays in cool shape. But if you could get him back like game shape, man, you'll be able to expand that playbook. You'll be able to be creative because he could still like throw the football somewhat deep, you know.
Yeah.
Like it may not be accurate deep like it was, and it wasn't even accurate deep then, but at least he could give you something like some Taysom Hill type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm saying, like a little end around with the tight end or something. Like, oh, he's open. Back to the corner, son.
Like a double reverse pass from the tight end, like something that like nobody's seen in a long time.
I just seen that news and I was like, Tim Tebow, man, that like before Colin Kaepernick got whiteballed, Tim Tebow got whiteballed out the NFL for loving God.
Yeah, like but yeah, Tebow. I mean, I guess I didn't think he was on some. I don't know if he just. I know it ain't for the money, man. Like I don't know what Tebow's doing. Like that's something like Floyd, you know. Floyd's fighting old boy for like he's gonna fight him for however many million or whatever. Floyd out there chasing the dollar, hella old. He got hella money, but
I think with Floyd it's more about being on camera, being in the lights. Yeah. And people cheer for him.
I love Floyd though. I'm gonna be there watching it, cheering for him too.
And people say he's the shit. He thrives off that. I think he loves that more than money.
I just like seeing people get paid, you know, like, man, you know, I mean, I hope he wins, but man, he about to get paid to school some dude who ain't even a boxer. All he got to do is, man, I hope his agility is good at his age, you know. I see him he out there like looking grizzly like me, but he got hair and a grizzly ass beard and shit.
Think of how it's going to change the other guy's life, though.
Oh, yeah. Well,
right. I've already.
Well, them dudes are smart. They're young, and they're only just they ain't trying to be champions. They're just trying to make money. You know what I mean? They're not after greatness. They're just after money. So like, it just seems like, well, this dude Logan Paul, obviously, I mean, if you're going to the negotiation table with Floyd, you know what I mean, he gonna win. But the other dude, the one who knocked out that dude hella quick,
Jake Paul.
Yeah, he's just fighting washed up UFC dudes. And it's like nobody's catching on to it. Like he's fighting dudes that aren't traditional. He's boxing dudes who aren't boxing as their first form of martial, you know what I mean? Like combat. He's fighting like submission and grapplers, and he's challenging them to boxing matches. And they're retired and he's beating them. What was that? Nate Robinson, basketball player. You know what I mean? But people are watching, and he's getting paid. And much love. One day, hey, man, God allows. Hopefully I can do the same thing like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, for reals, man. Much respect, man. But, you know, he's out here getting 50, you know, out there going to get 50 million for fighting whoever's next. The dude's going to get hella money for fighting Mayweather. And he's going to bring a similar crowd like Mayweather. Like, little kids. Like, kids is interested in watching these dudes box.
Yeah.
They don't care if they're good boxers or not. They're just YouTubers. So, you know.
Nah, I seen, isn't he supposed to fight like a football player?
Who?
Jake Paul, he was on somebody's talk show or something like that, talking shit. And
He
then,
said, now he did say it. I hope you know what I'm saying, he does do this. He said he wants to fight Nate Diaz next. So I was like, hey man, my boy Nate, hey, you better go out there and get that bag. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking with the UFC. The UFC play too many games. They try to own you like a slave. Go out there, get that little $20 million whop for fighting old boy, and call it a career. And then he go ahead and put it in there.
On May 15th, he's supposed to fight. One of my coworkers was talking about that. It was like a big fight, and Nate Diaz is like the undercard or whatever. So yeah, man, get your money. Get your money.
Oh yeah, I mean, I am scared that, you know, Nate might get put down because that's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude's in the 220s and shit.
Hey, you pay me extra $5 million, I'll take a dive. Whatever round you say, take a dive at. Like it don't matter to me. Like, hey, we all got that price. Like, yeah, you know what? You give me that X amount of dollars, I'll be like, yeah, I got the vaccine. Y'all go get the vaccine too. We all got that price.
The better he gonna get too. The more he fight, the better he gonna get. He's learning like what he should have did with each fight. So
yeah, because dude ain't no scrub like I don't know about the dude fighting Floyd, because yeah, Floyd ain't gonna get in there with someone who he gives 25% of a chance to beat him if he don't have to at this age. But the other dude, he looked like a decent like amateur like starting out boxer, to where yeah, if boxing ain't your thing, you know what I mean, dude's gonna look like Holyfield and shit.
Yeah.
You don't want. Oh man, he don't want none of Nate Diaz. I'm looked up right now because I thought it was somebody else, but it's like, nah, Nate Diaz. I was like, nah, man, you don't want. If it's MMA love, you don't want that. But boxing, okay, maybe.
Man, I'm telling you, I'll hold down anybody claiming Stockton, but man, they got a slow punch. That punch is slow. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching them McGregor fights the other day. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? He choked him out in the first one. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, that's stiff. That's straight is stiff, though.
When he was fighting that dude Masvidal, hey, he was coming out hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Nate ain't no part. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he can knock Nate out, man. Nate's too hard. You know what I'm saying? But and Nate got good conditioning. But boxing is like his second language. You know, it's like I don't know. And you going, you know how boxing is, like how much weight matters, and you're gonna fight a dude who got 25 pounds on you. Like, yo, like, man, they won't even let you fight unless the other dude okays it. If you go over weight limit by a pound, you know what I'm saying? Let alone they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna strip you of your belt, or the belt's not, you can't become a champion, and you gotta pay this money. I believe it was Canelo. Like, a lot of people don't know the way Canelo sets up his contracts. Like the weight limit is this, but you might have to weigh a certain weight, and any pound over the certain weight, it costs you money out of your prize money. That's why you see a lot of these people so weak when they get up in there. They had to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, do so much to stay underweight because Canelo's such a big draw. They don't want to fuck up their lottery ticket. It's like, yo, I ain't never gonna get this chance. Canelo's the man right now, which he is. Like, you know, he's the man. But a lot of these dudes got these shitty ass deals where it's like, fuck, the weight limit is here. But before the fight, I could only weigh, because, you know, like after the weigh-in, you know, everybody like balloons up and shit. You can't do that if you fight Canelo. Like, it would be in there like, if you're this weight before, like, nah, dude, it's going to cost you X amount of money. He can do that, but you can't.
Sounds scared. Sound like you don't get knocked.
It's just, hey man, it's a lot behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know that be going on in the fight game, sports period. But I'm just like,
but I know that. I was gonna say I know that weight means a lot, because you get a motherfucker in the corner, and you just start leaning on him. Like, you know, me and CD might be like, yo, CD, give me that corner and lean on me. Oh, I'm gassed. Like, oh man, get off me, man, get off me. 2 or 3 rounds of that, I'm done.
It's like if you fight Floyd, your gloves can only be a certain size. Well, what happens if you got big hands? You know what I'm saying? You're like, God damn, like, it's hella tight on me, you know? It's like, what the fuck? Like, If you fight Floyd, you fighting. You know, your gloves are gonna be a certain size. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a dress code and shit. You know, this can only be this much. This gotta be whatever. You know, that it's the same way. De La Hoya would do it. All these fools do it.
Nah, man, nah, man. Remember us like Biden and Russia could attack us? One of my coworkers just sent me this, man. This is the military.
Yeah, I seen that yesterday.
It's the U.S. Navy talking about we proud. Like, man, why can't y'all have a rainbow on your shit and show me stomping somebody out? Then I'll be like, yeah, you over
Hey,
there,
man.
nah, man.
I just hope we got some good soldiers behind that flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the
I always wonder why they let the community take the rainbow. Because ain't the rainbow like representative of Jesus?
It's God's promise to the world that he'll never flood it again like he did in Noah's time.
So why they let that gay agenda run away with representing the rainbow? Like you don't even, when you see the rainbow, you don't think God no more. You think
I always thought it was just like so they could put every color in there so they could be like no one's left out. Like every color is on this flag. Like we don't discriminate. All colors are welcome.
I look again, but my color ain't on there. You know what I'm saying? I look again, though. I look closer because my color ain't on that motherfucking flag. I tell you that right now. But man, I'm just saying, like, again, I don't want to say if you gay, more power to you, but they don't put it in my face like, I'm gay. I'm proud. Like, all right, good for you. Like, this was unnecessary to do all this.
not in front of a military vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all. Out of dress uniform too, isn't that against the rules? I gotta look at that again, make sure they're fucking in uniform.
I just want to know how good of soldiers. Like, don't tell me they just cooked the food or something. Get that shit out of here. Like, I want to know is these like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they get the job done. Like, this is Tombstone. This is Grave Digger. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Soul Snatcher. You know, like. Oh, these some gangsters? Hey, let them hold that flag up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out your way.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
They coming up like, how do you want it? With the bullets or not? Like, oh damn, I surrendered.
Hey, remember Universal Soldier when dude had all them ears on his neck? If they coming, hey, go ahead, let me get out your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go ahead. Like, I heard a thing. Go ahead and take y'all need someone to take y'all picture, I'll do it.
Oh man.
But if they just passing out like masks and taking temperatures, get them motherfuckers out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get them motherfuckers out of here.
The optics don't look right. That just portrays weakness to me. To me, I'm old school. I'm a heterosexual man. You know, that just seems weakness to me. They probably could get together with my ass or individually with my ass, but I know if I see weakness, fucking Russia already smells it. China already smells it. It just all adds up to be like, we do whatever the fuck we want to these American niggas. They're going to be fighting themselves over mask wearers, non-mask wearers, police brutality, non-police brutality. We're just going to bomb the shit out of them. Now's the time.
Yeah. That was a good show, y'all. One of our longest.
Sorry.
It was a good show, good topics, good talk. It's, once again, you know, you got any comments or any questions or anything about merchandise, you know, hit us up on our email. It's the number 3reasons2020@gmail.com. 3reasons2020@gmail.com. And hit that like and subscribe button. And where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, there's a lot of smoke coming over there from Marcus's.
It's fire somewhere. Look, I always feeding that fire, that dragon breath, as you used to say, that dragon breath.
All that smoke coming out over there.
You know, everybody be safe, you know what I'm saying? God bless everybody, you know. Hope everybody's safe. Be with your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? We jam-packed this episode because we ain't going to be doing it next week, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on location, so, you know, like I said, y'all be safe, live well. I'll holler at you. Stock to stand up.
I was going to say, if you made it this far, thanks.
For us.
What happened?
He's going undercover on a secret mission for us, so.
Oh, man, you giving up too much information already, man. Keep that on the hush, man. You gave up too much. Now they're going to be checking his Instagram like, where he going? What he doing?
So
Well,
They gonna hold me up in customs.
Like, wait a minute. We see the podcast.
Yeah.
show to your friends, your family, and all that, because only subscribers can find out what he found out when he
And
comes.
to the people that made it this far, I just want to say personally, thank you. This was a long show. Like I said, we had to get a lot out. Sometimes we just give it to you raw, like I said, and this was a raw one. So thanks for making it this far. Do me one more favor. Smash that fucking like button, subscribe, and send it to 10 motherfuckers you don't like. I don't care. Send it to 10 niggas. Just go through your phone like ratata. Besides that, man, be safe. And like always, stay prayed up.
All right, see y'all next time.